We're back. The long pause, the dramatic pause of just like, where's Brian? 7 o'clock, isn't it? Yes. As it is. Here we are. Once again, we have Bongo Cat keeping us company. I see 2 people in chat already. What? Wait. Sugar Kitty. Meow. Zen Boot says, hey, hey, thank you for bringing your time and attention here. As always, it is greatly appreciated. I get to say that a lot because it's true. It's funny, isn't it? Ugh. Kathy Huey. The legend. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. As always, greatly appreciated. Yeah. Welcome, welcome. Sample Sunday. What are we doing? Ow. I don't know yet. Wind parts, warehouse supplies, and data and annotation. That sounds super exciting. I already know what I'm going to drink. It's a trick. It's a trick question. This kind of sample. I'm going to sample this. Now, did I think about God, this chair. Did I think about actually grabbing a random sample and trying it? Yes, I did. Then I realized I'm bad at eating dinner for myself at the correct time. I'm bad at it. I had something to eat. I had a burger with cheese, ketchup, and mustard. It was delightful. And then I have to complement it with some kind of fruit or vegetable. I don't have any vegetables, so we have smoothie. Therefore, sampling anything will be a bit weird. This is an old friend. Small batch select. Very expensive. Let me rephrase that. Anything's really expensive to me. Let's start there. But for that one specifically, it's usually, last I remember, it was $65, but that was a while ago. There's Kathy. Are you feeling better? I'm telling you. Like, I have so many samples I didn't. There was always the plan. It was like the long term. Gosh, I have so many samples. I can use these forever. I can have content for years. Which is still true, but even longer because I don't drink much anymore. Remember I drink like 2 or 3 times a week for live stream? I remember those days. Oh no. Sprite. That's never good. I mean, having to drink just Sprite, never great. I've been playing too many games. In fact, the slight delay was partially based on getting distracted by my phone. Only because I was doing the thing. This is an important thing I have to do. I know what I'm doing tomorrow morning. I'm getting up and I'm going to exercise. That's what I do on Mondays, usually. That will not always be the case for the next coming weeks because classes filled up. So I crossed my fingers. I might be able to get in off the waiting list. Tomorrow at 9:15? I don't know why I check my calendar because my calendar is slightly different from the actual time. It is mildly problematic. We have background music. Don't worry. I can hear it. I can hear the silence. 9:15. Okay. Very important. 9:15. Hold on. Wink. Yeah, click on things. Remember that I can do that. Backlog. Music, that's what I was looking for. You saw how fast my brain just went. I don't know what I'm doing. Why did I open Steam again? The music. Oh, I knew that. Took a second, but we got it. Loud. All right, there we go. A little bit of background noise from me, nothing else. 300 samples. What? It's a real problem because you can't drink a lot of them all at once because you'll burn out. They won't be like specifically individual type things anymore. You'll just like trying to, you'll seem like you have a real problem and it's not just the drinking of them, it's the alcohol, the problem. Drinking too many of them. Maybe more samples to send Sugar Kiki, but I have a feeling those samples might go somewhere else instead, considering. We'll see. I still don't get in touch with Cliff. I've thought about it numerous times, and I keep forgetting. There you go. That's a sample tonight. It's in a sad phase. It's like past the halfway mark. And why 4 roses? Well, February. I've been single for so long, and February is always one of those holidays where you're like, stop. Stop doing this to the people who are just living normal lives. This is this weird thing that our culture does, and our industries do. The one I point out all the time, every once in a while, is how often candy is being forced in front of you. Always. Do we really need candy? No. And yet, in our culture, it worked itself into being everywhere all the time. Same as alcohol, same as food. Those epic samples. Yeah, Cliff has... Well, Cliff also is the one who's right near Irene Tan store, so you'll get a lot of those. From me and Cliff. There you go. That's the rough. That's why I feel bad about it. Is there are people who sent me samples. And I'm sure I tried some when they were sent, but I don't know who for a lot of those. It's not like it's on there. Although one of them was very nicely done in like everything was written on the label. It's incredible. Might have been Cliff. I don't know. Sugar Kitty knows. That is its own kind of thing, but I can also go over the other one. I had the thought, every time this holiday rolls around, I get annoyed. And in this case, it's just the social aspects of it are always so weird, and the cultural acceptance of it is also really weird. It's just one of those things that developed and kept, and industries went, we can make a lot of money off of this. Love? Woohoo! Suddenly you have to spend money on your partner to make sure they know you love them. What a great idea. The more expensive, the better. You know, it has nothing to do with love. That should be something you practice all the time. It's not like just one day a year. Sandy, you don't have a dog. There's a very handsome a dog at the distillery nearby. You know what, Zemba, we should probably do that. If we can get the other two. I don't want to say names, but I've been meaning to send something to the group chat. That's right, I have a group chat. I'm so popular. That we can all meet up at Working Man at some point. Exchange things. Like, I have a bottle I'm supposed to give to someone. Shall remain nameless. I think all of us can meet there. For just a time. You know, it's so fucking cold. What else are you gonna do? I took Valentine's Day back. This time. Wow. This time it is every year. This has been the past, not right now. But to take it back, I tried to do like a 4 roses something on February 14th. I don't remember what I definitely didn't do anything last year. I don't know what I did. Like that. Yeah, so I just did the whole 4 roses / Valentine's Day connection. go back into try to figuring out why we think cutting plants and giving it to each other sounds like a good idea. It's like if you took a stalk of corn and were like, look, I picked this for you. It's around that category. Like, why didn't we do that instead? We probably did at some point. That's food. Giving your loved one a bunch of corn? Oh, wow. You love them. Now they can make flour. Yay. And bake you bread. That's the workaround. I forgot the arrow. My mistake. Oh. Now, we can get to what I want to do here. I want to have a sample. A little sample. Again, tiny glass makes it look like bigger pour. And as someone who's not drinking much, I think I stayed under 2 ounces last month. I think. I've been trying to prioritize giving myself a little whiskey when I want to have a little whiskey. Because what I've been doing is either special occasions, stream, or video. Those are the ones that were like, that's why I will have a drink of anything. And I have to kind of be like, okay, those are the things where you're starting to do things. It's like specific thing, which is good. That's what whiskey is for, those times. Of togetherness and sharing the experience. Yeah, here's a sycamore sapling, whatever. Now I can go back and find that information out, which is insane. But you have to have the thought of going, why do we give each other plants we ripped out of the ground for affection? Is it because we think the plant is beautiful and we're giving it to someone who's beautiful? Is that it? How do we judge a flower as beautiful? It's hard. Start to question a lot of things there. Careful. Oh, okay, that's way too much. Put it back. Right. Probably. Again, the glass really throws me. I'll say that's half an ounce, maybe. I definitely put a full ounce in there at first, though. Damn. Nope. Mom can't use attention. Yep. Groceries, everybody. I can get them now. Isn't that great? We got through the last bit of the end of the month there. Oh, I forgot to reset the thing. Whoops. I guess I can do that now. You guys want to see the magic? Want to see the magic happen? What's funny is every month, I kind of forget how to do it. Part of me goes, you know, they rarely have to touch anything. That's my favorite part about doing this. Remind me later, why do you have to be this way? Sorry, the site's being good and being like, we need to make sure this is you. Like, but I don't want to do that now. Go away. All right. This. What's everyone else getting to do this week? Pop KillCo's going up tomorrow for another. I keep calling it an infusion. That's not what it is. It's treatment, we'll say. That's the easiest way to put it. And I think it's been about 2 weeks since he was there last. Although, again, you had to spend some time there after the fact. That's not it. Oops. It's complicated. I'm telling you, like every time I do this, I'm like, what am I doing? What was I supposed to do again? Here we go. I always make it a little more complicated than I need to. It's very annoying. There we go. It worked. It did. Fabulous. Close this and close this. Did you see it happen? It's magic. And I think I reset the cup. recently. There's only one little thing in there, but that's probably because not much has been going on last week. So at least that was done. This week, not much I think is going on. Just trying to stay warm in the polar. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. All of us up here and even down south are like, what the hell's happening? Everything is frozen. It hurts to go outside. It hurts to go outside. Like, it hurts your freaking skin that's exposed to this little cold. It goes, ow. Stop it. Get me away from here. Right now, it says it's negative 6 degrees Celsius out. Negative 6 degrees Celsius. Feels like negative 12. Remember, everyone, 0 is freezing in Celsius. We're very much under that by now. Bunch of snow. More snow? I don't want any more. North Carolina. Oh, yes. Yeah. I do have... admittedly, I feel for, like, the South that did get slammed by all this. They're like... they just don't have the... They don't have quite the same amount of experience with dealing with extreme cold and snow and poor weather. Here in New England, every winter, I expect something like this. I'm like, it's a possibility. You know, snow and cold, major cold, yuck, gross, hate it, hate it, hate it. But at least I know it can happen. Like every winter. I don't know about other New Englanders, but it's like, yeah. There it is. Yeah, we got it this year. Yeah, we got at least a foot of snow, which is the low ball. Like, we were lucky that it was only a foot. And just, unfortunately, because we've had such mild winters for years, not everything was quite ready for it. It was like stumbling over, like, oh God, this again? What did we do 5 years ago? I forget. Pretty silly. I just hope we don't get another one anytime soon. Like, let the snow here that we got melt. And if you want to throw another foot of snow at us after that, fine. Go ahead. Just give it a chance. Give it a little bit of leeway, you know. Thursday night, I thought, oh, good, it's 15 Fahrenheit. How soon we would calibrate when facing 1 degree the next morning. Yes. It's bad. And I turn my heat off every night. Like, I've gotten into the habit of turning it off at 6:30 because I have it blasting all day because I'm home and I want to be cozy. It's a thing I do. I think some of you may do that too. But it's just so damn cold. Like, when I wake up, it's maybe 64 degrees Fahrenheit in here. I don't know why I have Fahrenheit in my, oh, because I don't know how to change it. Never mind. I don't know how to change it, so it's Fahrenheit when we're in sight on my thermometer. Yes. It's just going to be a hardened ice-like substance now for a while. But there's some meltage. You know, if the sun comes out, a little bit of it happens. Just a little. 64 is what you know. Well, I like it warmer, apparently. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for being here. I have some of this now. Still going to taste a little weird. Whoa. Oh my gosh. It's like eating a brownie. I mean, it doesn't taste like that, but the kind of luxuriousness of it and the, oh my God. Like, if bourbon were a brownie, so it was a brownie-like thing, but it tasted like bourbon, it'd be pretty insane, right? Refreshing electrodes. Do you have like the non-personalized version? Because that's what I have. 64 Fahrenheit. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny how, like, where the temperatures for me outside are different. Like, if it's 40 degrees out, I'm fine. But once we get below freezing, it sucks. I don't like it anymore. So I can definitely manage colder temperatures than most people as a norm. That's why I like autumn and I like spring as the kind of carryover time frames, because it's not just going to be the extreme of one or the other. Like right now, we're in the extreme cold part. It's winter. Mm-hmm. But once we start going back into spring, we're going to have these nice, comfortable temperatures. And it's going to slowly get to the point where it's nice. Oh, it's getting a little too hot. Oh, God. Oh, no. Wrong. We don't like this. Go back. And then autumn shows up. That's how it works. We have 4 different seasons. It's insane. Shuttered the music by accident. It's definitely intense, by the way. It's been a long time since I had a 4 Roses small batch select, which is 52% ABV. We're starting with that. I didn't ease myself into this. I just went, let's go. Bourbon. Oh, I have to tell you all, I did a thing. I've been very, very functional ape adult personage recently over the weekend. I hated it. I'll tell you more about it on the podcast, but the short version is I've been meaning to take my coat to a tailor. You've seen pictures of me. I have this nice leather, fake leather jacket, and I've had it for like a decade, and it's got some wear and tear issues, and the zippers kind of both went so they don't zip properly. We'll see. Go brewing any hazy IPA tonight. Very juicy. Yeah, I don't know how much it's going to cost to repair the coat, but it's going to be a good chunk. It might cost as much as the coat cost when I first purchased it. Possibly. So that sucks, but that's how tailors work. I don't know. I feel like I've stepped into a whole different kind of world with this tailoring thing. But I look at my coat and I'm like, I want this repaired. And there are people out here who can do it. And it's like a skill-based thing. Like, I should know how to do that. It would be a good idea to learn how to sew and knit and darn and all those fun little things. But I don't have the focus for it, really. Christy, hello. Thank you for bringing your time and attention. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. Do you know how annoying that is? Hazy beer that looks like a milkshake are just not for me. Yeah. Understandable. Night Shift Brewing. Staffy Christie. Perfect. Night Shift Brewing. Music stopped again. Why do you keep doing that? Stop. Keep it going. Just leave you there. Stop doing anything weird. Ugh. Oh boy. It's so good. If you want to think what I really think about it, there's a video. And once again, I hope you enjoyed the video I got out on the very last day of January, because I said I was going to get a video out a month. We're doing great so far. It's the editing, man. I have to fiddle out with new editing software. And it's hard for me to do that. It's hard for me to be like, I learned how to edit so well with this other software. And I'm going to scrap all that. I'm going to use this more advanced, complicated one, but it's free, so it's fine. Ugh. Budweiser ad. Why would they even? Guys, Whiskey Musings is the channel name, not Beer Musings, although we do have Bureau here. Non-alcoholic stuff, yeah. VMAX e-scooter, right, there you go. That would probably work pretty well around where you live, Zimboon. Wouldn't have to take the subway or anything. You probably would. I wouldn't want to go scooting around the city, to be honest. Like and subscribe. Yeah, almost 30 minutes in. Like and subscribe. Check me out on Patreon and a YouTube channel member. It helps a lot. Monthly support is insane. I love it. I hope I keep doing that. I hope people keep doing it is more what I should say. People in the hallway. As I was saying, going to the tailor was a very weird feeling. I hope I still have the slip somewhere. Ooh, I should. This is the other thing. There's like certain things you should know about tailoring. Like how they do. How they do stuff. And in this case, I dropped my jacket off. It might be ready in a week, depending on what the damages are. So it's like if the zippers are really screwed, then they have to do something that costs more. If they're fixable, they should be fine. I think they should be fixable. I think they just need to replace the damn thing, which sucks because I like the ones that were on there, but what are you gonna do? And then the stitching underneath, which they have to do special because they have to use different needles and such. Whereas they have, I'm like, you have machines, you have more than one, you have like 3, I think. That's the other thing. I looked in there, it's literally a tailor place with 3 or 4 different people who are sewing. I was like, oh, this could take a while. I don't know what a real tailor place should look like. Back in the day, they were huge. People wanted stuff mended all the time. Now we live in a culture that just throws things away once they get a hole in them. Or does it like me and doesn't throw things away and says, I'll knit that later. I'll don that sock for sure. It's even worse. Sometimes I have ones where I've lost the other sock, but just in case I find it, I'll keep the other one. I will get to the point where I just have 2 different socks. I will do that. Because no one's paying attention anyway. And if someone notices you have 2 different socks on and tells you, it's hilarious. You'd be like, do you like my socks? That's our cultural thing now. Do you like my socks and do you like my underwear? You don't want to show the other first part off to just anybody though. Don't do that. Too expensive to be worth it. I know. It's wild. Oop, I should probably highlight that because we're talking about it now. This one over here. Here's the tea. Exactly. Like, I don't want the other one to really be gone, and as long as I have one of them, it's fine. It doesn't have to make sense. It's just the way it is. Exactly. We can go off on the, like, why do we make stuff that's not as good as stuff used to be? That's a good one. That's a great one. I've definitely been going off the deep end with thought experiments, philosophy, sociology, a little bit of humor. Science overall as a category. It's bad. It's so bad. What was the thought process I had? We as human beings know what we are, broadly speaking. We know we are an ape-like creature with great capability for intellect and learning and storytelling. That's us. Don't get it wrong. Like, I don't know how people look at humans. I look at them a bunch of apes going around thinking we're smart. It looks really weird. Like it's the same way we look at bonobos, who are our very close relatives, by the way. And they're looking back at us going like, why are there so many of them? What are they doing? I don't understand. They're the smartest ones, are they? That's not good. That's not good. Because as I said, we know what we are, what kind of animal being we are, what kind of socioeconomically creatures we are, like at a global scale. Different cultures and races all over the world, with ancient history embedded in all of us. Not always good, very bad at some points. And that history drags itself into today when we should know better. But we don't. We're the smartest ones though, so it's fine. And that's when you take the next step. You got like the global community, this race of ape-like creatures that wars with each other and causes themselves grief and manipulates, like people with certain amount of power and money will manipulate the rest of the people. Because why not? They just can. Something happens to human ape people when they get to a certain level of ability. Like when the things are allowed. I think that's the point. When we as a culture have someone who's made the most amount of currency, which we created, to try to make sense of all this stuff and keep everyone together and cohesive and interconnected. And it kind of backfired. Instead of doing that, a bunch of us just took it, went to the top and stayed there. And we're like, we could have people do whatever we want. We have money. They'll just do it if we give it to them. And we have endless amounts. And then you take all that nonsense and go, and we're a little insignificant planet in a vast and expansive universe. There you go. We know what we are and where we are, but we don't quite know what we're doing. I think that's where we're at right now. We're still a culture looking backwards when we should be like, we don't have to do it that way anymore. We can stop doing that. In fact, we have better ways with better technology where we can do it better with less damage. It's right there. Let's do it. But they don't. What else are we good for? We are the caretakers of the animals, at least specific ones. But that's what we've become in some way. Dogs and cats, obviously. Any kind of animal that's kept as a pet. Then we step into preservation, because there are creatures out there and animals and such that need to be cared for because of certain situations. And then we're attempting to deal with the whole, like, the rest of the planet has animals on it too. Maybe we shouldn't obliterate them by accident. Or on purpose sometimes. Let's stop doing that. We're messing with things. Cut it out. Like the rest of the planet, like the rest of the creatures of the world don't really bother us anymore. We're kind of bothering them more than anything. But it's fine. There's a lot more we know about our culture and our human beingness, and we know what happened to the dinosaurs. That's an important one. I don't think it's one people really like to think about. I don't. But the dinosaurs were a lot. They were around for a while. And then something bad happened. Now, in our case, things bad happened a lot. Not to a cataclysmic scale. Thankfully. It only happens once every million years or so. I don't know. That just sounded like a lot to me, but it's probably more than that. We're a species of 3-year-olds. I mean, there are certain things I've had to do over my life when it comes to my condition. And like one of them is like mood disorder. Mood, emotion, disorder. Hard to regulate. Kind of goes all over the place. You're learning to live with that kind of possibility. And then I look out the window and I see what's going on, and I'm like, how is it that I'm the more rational one when it comes to emotions and reactions and stuff? Like, hate doesn't go in here. It doesn't. It's. I've done the meditation and the inner thinking and all the, cross country driving, whatever you want to call it. But hate is like venom that's in you. And some people want to take that and send it to other people. It's weird. What was it? I've heard this saying, like, no child wants to hate. That feels like it's a learned thing. And it kind of goes back to the basis of cultures. And different cultures all over the planet. And they tend to go, that one over there is the bad one. I'm the good one. We disagree on that. And then just for hundreds of years. In varying ways. With lots of death and harm. This is what happens in my head when I'm alone. I'm like, oh God, not again. Stop thinking about this. Bring it back to whiskey? Sure. What else are we? Importantly, creatures that want to share experience. That's how we get the whole tribe thing and cultural thing. To some extent, like, it's different now. It used to be that was a much smaller and much more localized thing. Like tribes, early on tribes. Developed and there were self-sustaining things. Other tribes worked with other tribes. It made sense. But then we got nasty for some reason. I mean, we all, at some point, we're like, again, I don't like you, you don't like me, and let's fight about it. It's like, Poe just doesn't. It's like, the intellect has gone higher, right? We're not just like cultures that hate each other for whatever reason. Oh, we are? Not all of us. Or the people with the money. Okay, that's right. They can just do whatever. It's fine. History is a thing that we look back on, but it's always happening. And thankfully we have the history to look at and remind ourselves of what we don't want to have happen again. There are ways, there are good ways, there are positive ways. Things tend to hopefully go for the better eventually. That's what I got going in my head. And no more of the hate. And that goes for myself. My own self-loathing. That's the, again, we've moved out of self-love month. I forgot. But I just remember now, so it's okay. I haven't done the video for it either because I forgot what it was. I think I know. No, I should say I looked at one point. Yeah, that's right. There we go. I gotta move it. Probably make into one of those. February is National Cancer Prevention Month. There you go. That's how much we know as human beings. We have months and we have specific things we do during them. Whiteout survival, the global apocalypse. Exactly. It knows. I'm not even talking about global apocalypse. I'm just talking about large facts and truths that I find are important in helping one's mindset and guiding posts. Guideposts is what we're talking about. Guideposts that I have personally. We're knowing what kind of creature we are on the planet. We know a good amount of the history of this planet and our interactions with other human beings all over the planet. How that's been going. And we're in this crazy phase where technology happened really fast. And that idea of tribe and community is fractured and all over the place, and there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of people not just denying truth. That's a thing. I think people are doing now. You must be listening to my streams. I hope so. I hope someone's listening. Make things a little better for somebody out there. Why not? Sounds good. So it's weird, man. It's a weird time. Technology. We've made the, let's say I've heard the ideals that come with history, human history. When a new technology of this scale happens, a lot of other shit happens too. In that way, we talk about the idea of language, reading. That's an important one. Reading, printing, spreading knowledge and information, radio, television, computers. There you go. Like, computers are new in my lifetime, in all our lifetimes. Like, computers are still new. Very new, as far as technology goes. And it's gone a little wild. We did a lot with it. It's a very new and crazy technology. And now I sit here in the comfort of my own home talking to all of you, hopefully in the comfort of your own home. With some sense of shared experience. Coincidentally, over whiskey. I like that. What I do like, since we were starting this wondering about why we pull plants out of the ground and present them to people we care about, we have whiskey. Why did we make it? Why do we drink it? Specifically, in the way that some do, in celebration. People do this kind of stuff at weddings, funerals, graduations, depending. Alcohol has been one of those tying things in our culture. And what's good is that we're learning more about it as a whole and how it affects us physically, mentally, emotionally. So in many ways, sharing an experience over whiskey is a good thing. Because now you can have that whiskey again and have fond memories. I certainly am. I'm thinking of all the past Februaries where I did this. The first time I had this, the special bottle that was donated. I still have the sample of that over there. We're gonna drink that on the 14th. I got to have 4 rosed again. I'm trying to see where the 14th is. That will be a Saturday, so I'll have to do it on Friday. So next Friday, not this Friday, we will see a whiskey that I haven't had in quite a while. Alcohol just returns us back to being 3 years ago, I guess. Okay. As a society, we've done some weird things, and that goes for multiple cultures. And you have to question why we have socially developed in such a way where we need to feel like we're repressing ourselves. I'm not saying that people should be expressing themselves in numerous ways all the time. If you've met a couple of really drunk people, you know what I mean? You don't want it to go that far. But why people have the excuse of alcohol to behave that way when they could just maybe just open up a little. We know that's scary, but people need the excuse. I speak from experience. That's what I can always say. Like, I used to drink a lot all the time. It was bad. Let's say I didn't drink a lot. I used to drink regularly and to a certain degree. Like, I would get a buzz every time, and I would do that numerous times a week. I was also miserable. Internally, horrible depression. So alcohol was a something that got me through in a bad way, but it did. Yeah, that's the thing. Shared experience. And what's more, I noticed I'm doing the same thing with a lot of things I've watched. Like, I watch animated stuff all the time. I can make recommendations to all of you about what anime to watch, but I feel like that's a sticking point with me. Like, the people who watch my channel for like hangouts and drinking whiskey and stuff probably don't watch anime. They might. I do. But what's happened is I watch an anime series, it's amazing, and then I end up watching these reaction channels where someone else watches it and I watch them watch it, which is weird. But it's so nice to see the joy people get that I also get, and the sadness I get. Anime is very good at doing that to me, apparently. The storytelling is incredible. I have made the recommendation, though. It's not an easy watch. A Silent Voice. I recommend it all the time. That dude I know has watched it. He can agree. Or disagree. But if you haven't watched anime at all and you think cartoons are for kids, stop that. You need to watch a Japanese animation, Japanimation. And you need to watch that one, and watch it subtitled. Just do it once. I get to be a stickler about that for some odd reason. I think it's because I've always watched it this way, so it feels disingenuous to dub over a Japanese performance, a voice performance. Because they're really good. The way they express emotion is insane. Also very repressed people, so it's almost to an extreme at times. But there you go. If you've never watched any anime in your life, watch The Silent Voice. You will be convinced that anime can do a lot. It's hard, yeah. I keep telling my therapist to see it. I'm like, just watch this. It explains a lot about me. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll know. I feel like I should eat something else still. I actually ate 3 times a day today, so I'm happy about that. But I still feel like I should eat more. That shouldn't be on the stove. I left the protein powder on the stove. Don't do that. I'm watching like 3 other animes right now, I think. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Frieren Season 2. Feels like it was Season 3, but it's Season 2. And what else? I forget. Those 2 specifically. Oh, and that's right, I'm watching Fallout, which I think I watched recently enough. I'm not good at staying, like, when stuff goes, like when the next episode comes out. I'm woefully bad at that, on purpose. Because I forget. Full week can go by. I will totally forget. Then I start seeing the reaction videos of people reacting to it. I go, oh, damn it. The episode's come out. I need to watch it. Well, I don't know about you. That was a lovely chat. I have a lot going on in my head today, apparently. And I'm just glad I started on with the problem of doing my coat. I don't want to know how much that's going to cost, but I'll be glad when it's done. I've had that coat for too long. And just the idea of buying a new one. No. However, even though my uncle's coat works for this cold weather, it's still very big. I feel very like Antarctic type vibe when I put that thing on. It's very warm. It's very comfortable. But it is a very old military jacket. So, but it still functions. I'm gonna keep using it instead of buying an actual winter coat. Which is what I should do, but I think it's missing a button. So there's that option of being like, if they do a good job tailoring my coat, maybe they can look at this one. It doesn't need much. It needs like a button, and maybe one or two other things, like a tear, something like that. We'll see. We're entering strange new 45-year-old territory when you have something you want to have tailored. Silly. Maybe I'll bring in my socks. Maybe I'll just do a whole video or a live stream about me trying to knit and sew or don a sock myself. So we'll have my phone, and we'll have this area right over here, and I'll be jabbing my finger with the needle over and over again. It'll be great. I'd have to watch actual videos on how to do that first. I have the idea in my head. I could get my Boy Scout book, which is over there somewhere. It's not my Boy Scout book. I just have one. I think it was someone else's, and somehow I have it. I didn't steal it. I just happen to have it. And that actually will tell me how to sew something up. We got... I'm having a horrible feeling right now because I'm like... We just got into 2026. It's been 1 month. And it feels like it's been like 4 or 5 in that one time. Like, so much has happened. It's so bad. Which is why you'll find me here playing games. Darn. I'm saying dawn. Darn. Dang it. I want a brownie. That's if we found nothing else today. It's like, I want to have a brownie that tastes like Four Roses Small Batch Select. Think about it. I'm gonna have a piece of chocolate after this because there is an obvious sugar craving. I can have a piece of chocolate, or I can have hot chocolate. I think hot chocolate will be good. I'll cover the bases. It's God, 2026 has been rough. It's like it's been 1 month. I know. Like, we got through 2025. That's my feeling. We got through 2025, and 2026 has started, and it's like, oh yes, it was kind of like this at the start of 2025, if I remember. A lot of things happened that I didn't like. Selection of Oreos. Don't tell me that. I haven't had Oreos in a while. And I would eat a fair amount of those. I would get the double stuffed. And I would eat like 6 of those. And just drink milk with it. Just it's just sugar. Like, it looks like a cookie, but it's mostly just frosting in the middle, which is sugar. And then these 2 tiny little bit of cookie crumble things on top, which disappear instantly and get in your teeth. Magical stuff. It is stuff you shouldn't eat, but you really want to. You just like, look what we've done. Creatures of this earth, we've created an Oreo. You will want to eat so many of them, and it'll make you so sick. And it's so bad for you. But we made it, and you want it anyway. I mentioned we're a bunch of ape-like creatures. With ape brains that can be... They're highly suggestive creatures. You want the Oreos. What is it made of? Oh, you want the Oreos. You want to eat them every week. You want ice cream. You want lots of ice cream. You want muffins and pastries, and you want Chocolate every once in a while. I'm not a crazy chocolate person, but every once in a while it's pretty good. What happens is I get like chocolate chip waffles and chocolate chip pancakes. Oh, holy crap. But it's breakfast. No, you are eating a small cake right there. Those pancakes are just a type of cake you eat for breakfast and you put syrup on it, which definitely helps. Don't think about food too much. It's wild. This is why I talk to a nutritionist, so I'm aware of these things. Like a muffin, that is a cupcake. It's just you have it for breakfast. Or is it just wrong? Butter pecan ice cream, hell yeah. Yes. Yeah. I feel like I have to tell my nutritionist. I haven't told her yet, but there are definitely times when I'm looking through the weekly advertisement of like groceries. I'm looking through it. I'm like, is there anything I might want? Ben & Jerry's ice cream's on sale. Like, these cookies are on sale. Sweet potato ice cream. There's so many ice creams I have to try still. Maybe we'll do that over the summer. We'll try specific ice creams. There is a place nearby that does some pretty good ice cream. A couple places, actually. There's two that I come off the top of my head. Three, technically. But the third one's a different kind of ice cream place. It's got heavy nostalgia. And it's not so much based on hard ice cream, which is my starting point for ice cream. I don't want that stuff that comes out, like, twirls up. If I get it, it's the chocolate and the vanilla swirl. I think of ice cream as the harder stuff. Like cookies and cream ice cream, for example. Brian, that has Oreos in it. What? How did they do that? Yeah, it's bad. You're like, wait a minute. This doesn't do it. This didn't work. What should I do? Brownies? You know, that's where we're at. I hope you enjoyed my little rants today. My head's been going through a bunch of stuff, and as I said, there are certain poles of truth and thought that help me get through it all. Whiskey helps. Just a little every once in a while. I'm gonna have a beero after this. I deserve it. I've been good. I'm not going to sleep yet. So there's that little bit of time. This is what these are for. You want to have a beer at night? I know a good one that won't hurt your freaking gut. Thank you all for joining me. I'll be back here on Wednesday doing more gaming stuff, possibly during the week. Again, I haven't actually gotten myself to do it, but there will be some pop-up live streams with me playing games. Just be aware. You don't have to be there. I'm just telling you it's going to happen. Live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. I will see you out there. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.